start our deep squat. Feeling it on this cold morning. So, if you're there, we did kind of start a couple minutes late, so I'll get us moving pretty quick. All right, so let's go ahead and stretch the back of those legs, and then we'll do heavy today. We'll go heavy squats like usual Wednesday. We'll do heavy squats. We'll do single leg RDLs or some death marches. You might like kind of switch off what we're doing to create a different kind of workout than our normal 3 sets of the same stuff. So you definitely want to have some heavy stuff, at least a couple heavy weights to those death marches, a couple heavy weights to your squats. You know, Abby warned you guys are sharing weights, so we kind of have to do that one now. Abby's used to going heavy, so maybe she'll go with those 15s. Let me think about it. I will totally try to think as I'm doing it what you guys should do. And then Mike, use your heavy. We'll go heavy chest press. We'll do some pullovers. We will go back to back chest press and pullovers. So if you guys want to do it on the exercise ball or the BOSU, you can have those ready if that's what you want to do. Remember, there's that little bit of transition time. So if you're going to lose transition time or lose time for the exercise because of transition, then just go to the floor. They don't want you to take it. Let's get hammies. Then we'll kind of get a little quick warm up. Other side. And again, if you need to do any additional stretching or warm up, you do that on your own. And you can jump in when you're ready. Let's get a little spinal twist. I already had one workout this morning, so I'm warmed up. Let's start. If you want to keep warming up, keep warming up. We're going to start with some squats. Or if you, I'm sorry, if you need to keep stretching, keep stretching. Go ahead and go act like you're doing that RDL and then that squat. And again, you don't have to go as fast as I'm going. I'm already warmed up, so if you need to warm up a little slower, please do that. Today is a workout if you wanted to do it without shoes. If any of you do that, or your flat shoes, probably not a lot of jumping, so, or any jumping. Then let's take it crossover. Just keep warming up. And then we'll start our first round with heavy squats. If you want to start your first set with not so heavy, that way you can warm up those knees a little bit more, that's cool. So what we'll do is we can do your suitcase squat, those 2 heavy weights here, or again, that 1 heavy weight here. And then for those few sets, we can also switch it out. Like the first round, maybe the 1 heavy. Second round, maybe the suitcase. We go a little bit heavier. Lorna, Abby, each of you guys grab that 15 counter that Abby has, and you guys go ahead and start with your 15 for squats. All right, Mike, grab something heavy. And start that first set. So start kind of slow, just keep warming up those knees. Back. Load those glutes, push through those heels. Make sure that you're evenly pushing through those feet and each of those legs. One side's not working more than the other. Take a peek at those knees. Make sure they're not doing anything funny. You know, they're not coming in. Squats look great. Squats look great. Keep going. Our first set of RDL exercises, we're going to do death marches. So you got 10 more seconds. So Abby, you'll use your 2 15s, and Lorna, you'll use the 2 10s. And then Mike, you'll use 2 heavyweights. All right, let's go ahead and grab what I just said. And then we'll go over those depth marches real quick. I apologize, I'm cold, so I'm very, got a lot of clothes on. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. That front leg is slightly bent. So hard to see, sorry guys. So both those knees are slightly bent. That front leg is a little straighter. You're focused on the front leg when you're doing them, getting that stretch in the leading leg in the hamstrings. And then again, back nice and straight when you're doing it. Go ahead and start. So you take that little like V stance, right, that we've done before. Back nice and straight. Hinge that booty back. And again, slight bend in both those knees. Focus is on that front leg. Feel the stretch in those hamstrings into those glutes. Back of the legs, into the booty. And back nice and straight. And no rush, no rush. We're going a full minute. Good. Hinge that booty back. So remember, hinge the butt back. I know sometimes we want to kind of lean forward into it, like we're like going forward, but you want to stick that booty back. And you're walking forward, you're just weird. All right, rest, rest. Let's go to the floor with those weights, or if you're going to a BOSU or an exercise ball, we're going to go ahead and go to our chest press. So meet me on the floor or on your exercise ball or your BOSU, and we're going heavy chest press. So Abby can do the 15, Morna do the 10s, and then you guys can switch off the next round. All right, guys, go ahead and start with that heavy chest press. We're going just normal, stay in alignment with the chest right here. And then, yeah, what you ladies can do is just switch off that next set where Lorna could go heavier and Abby can go lighter, unless you want to keep it where you're at right now. All right, so inhale, exhale on the way up, core nice and tight. And then just a heads up, what we'll do the next round is we'll do your pullovers. So once you're done with this set, we got about 30 more seconds. We'll do our pullover plus our hip lift. So that's when you'll want to use that one heavy weight. If you got light weights and you want to, you can put them together. And you can hold it where it's like vertical or horizontal. All right, keep going, keep going. We got 10 seconds. Right, so put one of those weights down. And again, you can hold it like this or like this. And we're gonna do our pullover on the BOSU on the ball or on the floor. If you're on the BOSU or the ball, you're probably not doing a hip lift. So we're going overhead and then squeeze those glutes at the top if you're on the floor. All right, start those pullovers. I know y'all know how to do them. Cool. Okay, and we're all on the floor, so I'm not even going to talk about the ball or the BOSU again. So remember, it's a pullover and then lift those hips up. Abby, you're doing a tricep extension. Pull it over, babe, and then lift those hips up. And then keep those elbows bent, that little half circle, remember, like where those elbows then go to the ground. So back there, and then now pull them over, elbows to the ground. We got about 20 more seconds. We got 10 more seconds and then we're gonna hop back up and get another set of our squats. So we got 5. But actually, you know what, grab a sip of water real quick. And then this next set, we're gonna hold the two heavy weights if you have them. We're gonna do our squats with the 2. So Abby, I want you to use your 15s as long as your knees are feeling okay. If they're not, you can use the 10s. I think Lauren's been pretty much using 8s, so I think 10s for her would be fine. And then might grab those 2 heavy weights. All right, and if we're ready, let's go ahead and start those squats. Push through those heels. Good, you guys do look great. We got about 20 more seconds, and then we're gonna go to our single leg RDL. And then, so what we'll do is Abby, you'll use 115, and then Lorna, you'll use 115. Obviously, Mike, you'll go as heavy as possible for that one weight. If you don't have those heavy weights, then you can use 2 weights. And then you're more than welcome to always hold on to something for that balance, because we're kind of short on time. So all right, let's go ahead and grab what you can for our single leg. And again, if you need to hold on to something for stability, we're gonna go ahead and start right away on our single leg. Take your time, work that balance. Back nice and straight. And remember that hinge, right? Keeping that weight close to our body. We're not bringing that weight out here, okay? We're going straight down with that weight. Lifting that other leg straight back up. Core nice and tight. Again, if you don't have something heavier that works for you, you can always hold the 2 weights. Good. So that time is up on that leg. If you need to do a couple more sets because you didn't get started right away, that's fine. And then we'll go ahead and start this other side. Again, if you need to hold on to something, off balance and it's just you're all over the place this morning, hold on to something. You are all over the place like that, you need to do these more often on your own. Standing just all working with single leg squats, single leg RDL, or just standing on one leg while you're brushing your teeth. Finding that focal point to focus on. And then just a little heads up, sometimes going heavier actually makes it easier to balance. You go too light, it'll throw you off balance. Awesome, let's go get our chest press, heavy chest press. Let's go to the floor, you know, if you are changing it up, change it up, chest press. Ah, my 20s are downstairs, darn it. So remember, keep it in alignment with the chest, right? Fully extend, fill in the triceps to the top. Think about those pec muscles doing the work. Make sure it's not over your chin or your face or even the shoulders. It's in alignment with that chest. Good, good, good. Push that lower back into the floor. Get that core tight. All right, put one weight down. We got pullovers plus our hip lift. And this is one of those exercises that your back can be archy and then it gets straight and you squeeze those glutes at the top because it's going to work your abs as well. So again, it's totally cool when you're coming overhead that back is arched and not flat on the floor. We got about 10 more seconds. All right, let's grab a quick sip and we'll do our final round. I'm gonna let you guys choose if you wanna use the one heavy weight and you wanna get deep goblet squats, if you wanna do the 2 heavy weights for your suitcase squats. All right, we ready? Mike looks ready. I'm ready. Those heels. Something to kind of think about real quick. If you want, come all the way up, squeeze those glutes, give them a squeeze. If you want to work glutes, this last set, you want to kind of burn those quads a little bit more. Don't squeeze those glutes at the top and kind of go right back into that squat. And that just kind of loads everything for a little bit longer without giving those legs a little bit of a rest at the top when you squeeze those glutes. Up to you, just kind of throwing it out there. And next week, this should be painted. Woo-hoo. Monday. All right, let's go to our death marches. Let's get a set of those death marches. Just front leg, hamstrings, stretching, hinging back, keeping those weights close. Your back's getting a little bit tired, come all the way up, rest in between. If it's feeling pretty good, you can kind of not come all the way up, like almost all the way up and go back down, kind of just loading those hamstrings a little bit more as we're doing these. Get about 15 more seconds. Good, 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 good. Resting in between if you need to, or not. 10 seconds. A lot of my younger clients don't. Their little bodies just don't even need the rest like we do. All right, put those weights down. I just want to give ourselves a little bit of a rest because I want to do another set of our single leg RDLs. But we can just kind of stretch that back out a little bit. Maybe give it a little here. All right, let's grab that one weight or those two weights, whatever you're using. Let's get another set of single leg. All right, guys, let's go. Hold on to something if your balance is off today. Again, if the weight's not heavy enough, you can hold the two. Keeping those hips square to the floor, back nice and straight. We're not arching. We're bringing that leg up at the same time we're hinging over. Think about what you're doing, find that focal point. Maybe get a little lower on that RDL. Keeping that back nice and straight. All right, let's go to that other side. Take your time. Remember your breathing. Keeping that core tight. You feel it one leg a little bit easier than the other one, a little stronger, a little bit more balanced. Think about that in everyday life, using that weaker side. Woo! Feeling it in my underbutt. Got a couple more. Awesome. Let's go to the floor or let's go to our back. Let's get our chest press. Right over that chest. So I typically will Inhale on my way down and then I'll exhale on my way up. I don't care, just as long as you're breathing every rep. Keeping that back flat, core tight. That will help you push those heavy weights up. Extend, so you build those triceps. All right, let's get our last set. We'll do our pullovers with our hip lift. And then I know, Mike, you got to jump off early and it's already 8:40. So you'll just miss some of the leg lifts. So if you want later to come back into those. And then Lorna and Abby, what we'll do is we will not put ankle weights on today because we don't have a whole lot of time left. But I will change it up. So yeah, Mike, if you want to just do like our normal ankle weights later to the day where you put your weights on and do like a good 8 to 10 minutes of what we normally do, that's cool. And then Abby, Lorna, we'll just get some water and we'll keep moving. No ankle weights though. All right, rest, grab water if needed. Right, Mike, you're jumping off. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll see you Monday. All right, Abby, Lorna, grab some water. Oh, yeah. My phone, my watch listened to us that whole time. Okay, no ankle weights. I just want to do this without ankle weights. If you are doing this for like a later, go ahead and don't use ankle weights either. Let's just play with it today. We'll do something different. All right, meet me on the floor. All right, my friends, let's see if we can get our glutes sore in a different way today. All right, both on the floor, cool. Okay, we're gonna start straight leg lift right here, no ankle weights. You're gonna keep the core tight and pause at the top. We're not going fast. You can stay on your hands, or if you want to go down to the elbows. Keeping that core tight. Back straight. I want you to think about the upper butt. So think about up here, like creating that little shelf on your butt right up here. So think about it. It's really hard to actually feel it if you're not thinking about it. So think about trying to feel those glutes up here. All right, bring it up higher now. We're gonna stay doing the same thing, just bring that leg up higher and pause the top. Still being in control, right? We're not arching that back as we're trying to get higher. Good, all right, let's go to the other side. So same thing, we're not gonna go up too high just yet. So just here, think about the upper glutes into that lower back, keeping that back straight, pausing at the top, keeping the core pulled in, belly button to the spine. We're breathing. All right, let's go higher. A little higher, same thing, just a little higher. You want to go down to those elbows. Kind of just see what makes those glutes work. Play with it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and stretch back and give that lower back a little bit of a break. And then we're going to go back to the original side that we started on. We're going to go bent leg and then a pulse. Bring it back down, bent leg up, and then pulse. Then again, on the hands, on the elbows, you choose. Keep that heel going to the ceiling. Bend with the pulse. Bend with the pulse. Good, keep those hips square to the floor, okay? Both of you guys are kind of externally rotating a little bit. I know you're getting tired. All right, do the other leg now. Other leg, bent leg with the pulse. Square up those hips, bent leg with the pulse. That stabilizing leg might be getting tired. So that's maybe why you're kind of shifting a little bit. So fix it. Good, all right, let's lay on our side. We're gonna work that inner. So you can lay all the way down, resting that head and neck. And I got a lot going on, it's probably hard to see. Or if you want, if you know, if you don't have those ankle weights, if you want to come up, maybe work the abs a little bit. Up to you, but you gotta work the inner thigh. Gotta keep that foot forward. Remember, we're not coming this way, right? Then we're going to quads and hip flexors. We're keeping an inner thigh right here. So again, whatever's working for you for the inner. Okay. A little easier without those ankle weights on. A little bit more range of motion. Give me some pulses. Woo, working. Awesome. All right, let's do that other side. We got inner, right? Yep. Inner on this side. Again, laying down, resting the head and neck. Toe forward. We're working the inner thigh. You can come up and still feel it like this. Inner. Looks good. All right, let's start our pulse. All right, stay laying where you're at. We're gonna get the outer, and we're just gonna keep it up here though. Not really making pulses. A little bit more range of motion here. Keeping it right there, toe down. Up and down, up and down. Now give me some circles. Circle that top leg. Shouldn't be too bad because we don't have ankle weights on. That toe down. Reverse that circle. Just go the other way. Oh, feel it in those glutes. Probably a little bit in that lower back. Up and down again, up and down. Good, let's go to the other side. All right, same thing, we're just going up and down to start. Keeping that core tight. Down. All right, circles. Woo. This side's harder, weaker. Reverse that circle. Go the other way. Feel it in those glutes. Up and down again. Up and down. All right, rest. Okay, so I gotta jump off, but